Hi guys, today's topic is inheritance. One of the core concepts in object-oriented programming languages is inheritance. It is a mechanism that allows you to create a hierarchy of classes that shares a set of properties and methods by deriving a class from another class. Inheritance is a capability of one class to derive or inherit the properties from another class. Benefits of inheritance are inheritance allows you to inherit the properties of a class, that is base class, to another, that is a derived class. The benefits of inheritance in Python are it represents the real world relationships well. It provides the reusability of a code. We don't have to write the same code again and again. Also it allows us to add more features to a class without modifying it. It is transitive in nature, which means that if class B inherits from another class A, then all the subclasses of B would automatically inherit from class A. Inheritance offers a simple, understandable model structure. Less development and maintenance expenses result from an inheritance. If you want to relate inheritance to a real world example, that would be a child inheriting properties from the parents. So we have three types of inheritance: single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance. So single level inheritance is a type of inheritance. There is only one base class and only one derived class B. So there will be a parent class and a child class. The child class will be inheriting from its parent class. And multi-level inheritance is like we'll be having three levels. That is, we have a base class and intermediary class. Intermediary class will be inheriting properties from class A, and class C will be inheriting both class B and class A. And we have multiple inheritance. So here we'll be having two classes, base class, two base classes, and one derived classes. So if we see in a real time, if we compare it to the real time example, it will be a parent and a child. So the child inheriting the properties of a parent class. Here the grandfather, the parents, and the child. So here we will be seeing three classes, and here a mother and a father, and the derived class can be a child. So let's see like how we can do it in a coding. So first let's see single inheritance. So let's create a class parent, and let's define few variables a 10 and b equals to 20. And I also want to define a method, display parent class, and let's just write a normal print statement here. So write this way, this is a parent class, and next just create a child class, and similarly let's create a variables here, and also define or create a method. Let's say display child class and print this is a child class. Okay. So now let's just create object. Let's just create a object for each class. So uh, how like parent, let's simply say P equals to parent of, and for child let's keep C and child of. So this is the object creation. If you haven't seen the video of classes, like please do refer it. So if I just want to access the variables or method from parent parent class, or so this is how we can do p dot using object p dot a. If I just run this, you can see the 10 is printed. Now similarly, if I want to display access the method from parent class, so what I can do is simply use p dot display parent class and run this. You can see this is the parent class is print. Similarly, if I do the C child class p dot t and print it, print it, you can see 20 is printed. So this is parent class and this is child class. Now similarly, if I want to access the method, I will say display child class, and just if I run this, you can see this is parent class and 20 is variable here and here. So now let's see, like as I said, uh, in inheritance, the child will be inheriting the properties of parent. So let's see, without inheriting uh, the class, how what can we access the methods or not. So accessing the methods or variables without the without inheritance. Okay. So if I just simply say c dot display of parent class and just run it, you can see we are getting attribute error saying child object has no attribute class parent class. So like how we do inherit? So we simply need to write the uh, name of the parent class here in the brackets of child. If we run this again, so now you can see we are able to access the parent class methods using child class object. Okay, we can also access the variables. Sorry, child class. So if I say a, you can see it will be printing 10. Okay, so this is single inheritance. And similarly, if I say multiple inheritance, all I have to do is create class, well, let's say grandfather, And let's create a variable grandfather name. Let's keep it Rahul, and or define a method grandfather, and just print a normal static statement saying this is grandfather class, and another class class father. Let's say it inherits grandfather properties, and simply define a property and say Raju, and def father class, and just print a normal statement here. This is father class, and create a child class which it will be netting father, and similarly create a child name Ram, and define a child class, and print a statement. So we have created all the classes, and as well as we have inherited. So we can this is the first class. We just seen the main the first class, it will base class, and this will be intermediate class, and this will be derived class. So here this class inherits the properties of grandfather, and the child class inheritance of father properties, and indirectly it also uh, can access or inherits the grandfather class. So let's just create the objects for all the classes. Grandfather, and if equals to father class, and C for child. So let's just see if I can access grandfather methods using father's object. F dot if I say grandfather, and if I run this, you can see I am able to access. And similarly, if I use child class to access father class and display it, you can see using child class I'm also able to access the father class. And if I try to use child class to access grandfather class methods, c dot grandfather class, and I print it. Can see using child's object I'm able to access this grandfather class as well. I can also access the grandfather name here, g name, If I print it, I can access the grandfather name, which is Rahul. So this is the multi-level inheritance. If I This is multi-level inheritance, and let's go for multiple inheritance, where one class have two can have two base classes, and a derived class has two base classes, multiple inheritance. So let's just create a class father. So I will just copy paste it. So this will be the same here. And if I just remove this, and let's create another class, we need two base classes. So let's say mother. Okay. And here if I create mother name equals to, let's say, and create a method, and print this is mother class. And if I create a class child, and similarly we'll just copy paste this. So you can see like we have created everything, but we didn't inherited anything because we didn't wrote anything here. So we only need to just write the inheritance. So this will make child inheriting the father. If we just use comma and write here, so we can also inherit in mother class here. So let's just try seeing if we can access the uh, mother and father properties using child class. Let's just create a object for child, and t dot, if I say mother class, and print it. So you can see using child's object, I'm able to access or call the uh, mother class method. So similarly, I can also access the father method also. So if I just say father class and just print it, you can see this is father class. Using child class, I'm able to access mother class properties. So with father class properties, can also access its own class also. Like if I say child, so this helps in I just run this. This is child class. So this helps in reducing the code as I mentioned before. So this also helps in maintaining the real life examples as well. Okay. So thank you for today's session. If you are new to this video, please subscribe and like this video. Thank you.